Well, happy Halloween. I might be the last person to decorate for Halloween. My kids have been asking like, where are the Halloween decorations? I feel kind of bad, but also we've had a lot going on. So we brought down the Halloween decorations, and by we, I mean Alex pulled all the totes to the front door. So I guess today's the day. I'm gonna decorate the front stoop. I'm gonna decorate a few other places in our house. Listen, I'm going for minimal effort, also minimal results, okay? But I do have planned some food I'm going to make, and I have made so many videos in the past. I wanna say at least like 5, 6, maybe 7 Halloween centered videos with some amazing, unique, quick, easy ways to embrace the season, things to make, to help bring the season to life, make it fun, make it festive. That's what it's all about for the kids. And I didn't buy one single thing new this year. I saw something that was like, kids don't want all of the new things from TJ Maxx, whatever. They want to feel the tradition. They want that old, slightly busted up lamp that goes on the kitchen. They want the traditional ornaments you put on the tree every year. So I'm excited because I got a lot of totes to go through, and I'm hoping the kids feel that magical tradition, okay? And last year I feel like because we had Wolfgang's birthday party, like a Halloween party. Oh my gosh, how did I literally trip on that step that's been there for the last 5 years? Okay, well these are costumes, so that's not gonna really help me. So what I'm meaning to say is we have plenty of decor. I mean, listen, there's always room for more. And I say I didn't buy anything new, but I just remembered I did. I think I bought 3 new things. You know what? It's gonna be great. I bought something for our mantle, which is fairly new. We haven't had a fireplace. It's like one of the ones that we just bought. We actually found it at an estate sale. Okay, this rug also a little crusty, Don't know if they're gonna appreciate the tradition in that one. But the severed leg is for sure gonna give off those vibes. Hey, remember when I told you all my skeletons were decapitated? Looks like we found their head, but not sure if their mandible survived. Try to put that back on. Oh good, I have to compile all these Halloween bags together. Oh my goodness, last year, oh my god, where did all these heads come from? We don't have that many skeletons. We have outdoor decor. The kids will set most of that up when they get home. Like obviously we'll do it as a family. Speaking of Halloween costumes, what are you guys being for Halloween? Here are more costumes. Like, why am I going to buy new costumes? We could all just be hot dogs again. I can be whatever is in this. I actually think it's a turkey. And you know what? Doing it. I actually want to be Julia Child. All right, well, a few things in here, including my witch shoes that I literally hated, but well, you know, here they are. So far, I don't see anything for the front stoop. Yeah, that's all outdoor decor. Where are my Halloween decorations? Literally, is this it? We must be missing a tote. All right, I'm gonna go try to find it. Hey, all right, I found 3 more totes. I found the spooky trees that really jazz this place up. You can see my front stoop needs a lot of care. I have fall stuff out there, and that's my thing. I was like, should I even waste my time? Because when Halloween is over in just a few short weeks, I'm gonna pop this stuff back on there because it's gonna be Thanksgiving, but I'll just shove it away in a corner of my garage. It'll get dusty for a couple of weeks, but it'll be fine. There's also one more thing in my garage. Actually, I found 3 totes full of decor. So this is exciting. So I've got some more skeletons. Those are the ghosts that go on the trees. They're actually extremely difficult to put on. I wonder if we have like zip ties or something this year. Maybe I'll be more proper about it. Here's Winifred. Oh wait. Oh no! Where's Winifred? I think I took Winifred because that's the only skeleton I had with the head attached, and then it fell off, so there's that. I'm gonna be doing some surgeries today. And then here is my single bin of indoor Halloween decor. Can we work with this stuff? I don't know what's in here. We're gonna make it work. And that's exactly what I did. Starting with my front stoop, I used what I had, and I actually have a couple more decorations that we have yet to put out. Some yard decor and like the inflatables and stuff like that. But I mentioned that, well, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I did buy, and I forgot that I bought it because I bought it so long ago in the season. I'm using air quotes. Because you know how they put Halloween stuff out literally in July? It's like, can the madness end? I don't mind it being early because I understand why they do it. But July is pushing it. Like same thing with Christmas being out in September. You know what I mean? It's a little bit too much. It's a little, I mean, if we're talking Christmas and Hobby Lobby, that's more like July as well. And I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. I pulled this guy out of our garage and man, I love it. I put my, like this decor out on my porch. The kids came home from school and they were like, oh, I remember this guy. And like, yes, I want them to have that feeling. I'm creating that nostalgia for them right now. Like I'm creating their childhood memories. Like I'm in control of that. And so it's a very hard thing to navigate. And so I'm just trying to do my best while also trying to be festive, and little things like this go a long way. I've had that skeleton guy, I think this is his 3rd year with us. I want to say it's his 3rd year with us, if not more. Our house. Oh, and of course, while I was decorating, I was like, you know what? Because I didn't have any music on or anything, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to put on a Halloween movie. Why am I waiting? And you know what? I got to say it because I don't think anyone else is. Hocus Pocus 2 is growing on me. Hands up, anyone else? I know certain people have their go-to Halloween movies, fall movies, whatever. Hocus Pocus has always been that one movie for me. It probably obviously stems from childhood and like not having a lot of options. And like, you know, when HBO would play literally the same movie on repeat, like Bring It On, Hello, literally on repeat. That's the only thing they played all day long, and like things like that. So Hocus Pocus is that for me. I'm literally like reciting the movie because I know it so well. But I have to say, when the second Hocus Pocus came out, I was really pumped. I was excited. I feel like everyone else was feeling the same thing as well. I watched it and I didn't like it at all. But again, I had just had a baby. Like, I think he was a couple days old. I mean, I think he came out on the same day it was released. Something like that. But the first time I watched it, I obviously had a newborn. I was exhausted. So I didn't really I didn't care about it, you know? So I watched it again like last year and I was like, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought. And it is growing on me. So I think this day I turned the second one on as well. And the other day I was decluttering. I was like, you know what? These are the types of things that for me make it feel like fall. Like I live in Florida. The seasons don't change. Only the decor does. And that's the only thing that I'm in control of anyway. So I was like, you know what? Oh, not only the decor, but like the things I'm watching, the thing like movies, the music I'm listening to, the things I'm consuming in that way, food and all that stuff. So that's what really makes the season pop for us. And for me, that's playing the movie. What is it for you? What movie is it for you that's on repeat? All right, here's what we've got going on. And I have to first tell you, this might be the first year that I didn't sweat completely dripping while putting these decorations up. It is hot. Like I can feel the sweat beads forming. You know, keeping it low key. Couldn't find a head for this lady, but I did put the lights up. I put that guy up that the family enjoys. And every single year, I mean, probably 3 years now, we have a mat that you step on and it makes noise. I can never find it, but I always find it during Christmas time, and then I put it in a special place. And then, you know, it just is what it is. I think in the past we've had a larger black and white one, and this isn't ideal. It's not Pinterest perfect, but it's like good enough, you know? All right, let's move on inside. Literally, this couldn't get any better. I was just gonna redo the mantle. I brought all the inside decor in. I'll go through the totes. And I need to dust this off. Or do the cobwebs give it that extra touch of Halloween? I can't find, maybe I hid it in here. You guys, I put it in a special place. I got a mantle scarf or whatever this is called with like little ghosts hanging off of it. Where did I put it? Couldn't tell ya. So hopefully it pops up. And I was gonna put this on the mantle too. All right, we'll move on to the totes. I'm gonna take the important stuff out and put it on the table. I need to wrap my Halloween decor a little bit better. I don't even know where the rest of it is. Happy Halloween. I feel like this was just together. Am I going crazy? I feel like I just picked this up and it was totally fine. All right, well, c'est la vie. I also have this cauldron. I don't know if I'm gonna put this together, but I did pack the like green dye with it. I hope I can find the bottle and it's not broken. I found one piece. Oh yeah, it's a plastic bottle. Perfect. All right, I'll put that together. But I also bought a really big cauldron. I might put that out front. I don't know what it looks like yet. Ah, I wasn't going crazy. This is the one that I saw, so I'll pop that up there. Well, here is my sad amount of Halloween home decor. And by sad amount, I mean, I feel like this is a normal amount. I am so deluded by the false realities of social media, right? With like people spending $5,000 decorating their front stoop. You've seen it. So let me grab what I can and we'll decorate some more spots. Come on, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. It's my favorite part. She's really not kidding this time. Let me tidy this place up just a smidge here. Honestly, this is like my favorite little corner of the house for fall decor, but I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit for Halloween. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do here. Ooh, I feel like this candle could stay. I don't burn it, but I just like the look of it, you know? I will switch these things out, save those for later, and bring in some Halloween touches. Is that too much? I feel like the law of three here. Like I do like that skeleton, but the head, I just don't feel like it really, this, don't know if this still works. Isn't there a way to turn it on? Oh, here we go. Oh, look at her. Beautiful. I think this is what I had last year. The candle is far too big. What if I just shove this in the back? All right, I kind of dig it. Good enough. Let me get a towel. And I still have these from last year. Let's be real, I've used them all year long, okay? Even just changing out the hand towel can make a space like just fun and festive. Minimal effort. I mean, does it get any better than that? So simple, love it. Oh wait, one more thing. I usually have some Halloween hand soap down here. I sure do. This is not my favorite. I would prefer a foaming hand soap, but you know what? For the theme, this will do. I'll just give it a little rinse, get the dust off of it. And while I'm here, I'll check out the scent, clean the sink while I'm at it. It's a very light scent. Oh, poison apple. Yeah, okay, now that I read it, that's what it smells like. The apple scent. It's a very 90s theme, a very 90s inspired, very like simplistic Halloween. But you guys, this is what it's all about. I feel like I should switch that thing. What am I pointing at? That in the corner there? What if I put the skull here? Out with the old, in with the new. And by new, I mean, I've had that. I don't know what I've done with it. Maybe just decorated a food board or something, because it looked like we need something else there. Good enough. Perfection does exist. All right, moving on. Same thing in here. This place is basically an apothecary every single day where Meredith makes her potions and lotions, so nothing really new in here. I'm maybe depleted on my hand soap, but I didn't buy any like special hand soap for this season. I feel like they're orange and that's good enough. I might have some leftover from last year, but I actually think they used it all up. Oh wait, I have this. Perfect! It did have a bow on it, but you know, children. And I used to have two matching ones, so I think I'd rather just stick with the two matching ones that I have. Again, I'm going to take this from the fall, maybe give it a little wipe down, and then put this tray up here. Their old tray just got completely ruined. I would rip that tag off, but like, have we met? I would also love to put in here, oh, and these candles. I don't know, I wonder if the batteries still work. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Hey! Hello, we've got 2 more to try. Oh my goodness, love the ambiance. How long do you think these candles will last? I'll tell you one thing. I put some candles together for a baby shower I threw a couple of weeks ago. So 2 of the candles are still on because I just like, who has time to click a switch? They're still on. It's been 2 weeks. They're still jazzed in my dining room. And I'm like, you know what? But the batteries in our smoke detector in the addition that we just finished like 2 years ago, beeping already. I'm like, seriously? I thought you're supposed to last like 15 years. All right, well, this is it. Simple, easy. They're not reaching for these, so I can hide these away. I kind of love the vibes in here. Again, simple. I can't overstate this. I think I am to jazz things up. You see this? First of all, I should change this picture out because Wolfgang isn't even in it. Like, that's how long ago I took it. But I do have something else. Let's see if I could reach it up here. Oh, perfect. Did I do this last year? I feel like I hung something exact. That's amazing. But also that wall is dirty. Can you tell? From like whatever they splashed up here, splashed on this mirror. It's fine. This place needs a deep clean, but I'll get over it. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Flickering lights, the haunted house. Let's turn the lights off. Really get the ambiance going. Okay, cutesy. I was going to put this artwork here that Eleanor put together. Have you seen the trend? I don't know if it's still going around of like, grab a piece of artwork from the thrift store and then you can jazz it up, make it holiday themed. You can do this with any holiday, of course, but Eleanor just added like some garlands, some pumpkins, some ghosts, and I think she's just like so creative. Listen, I tried my hand at this, misery, all right? But I think she would rather have this in a place where everyone can view it. Is that even? Good enough. It's definitely crooked, right? So this is kind of our dumping ground for whatever we like want to pick up in the living room but don't know where it goes or are too lazy to put it the heck away. This is where it ends up. And last year, I think they found it at a garage sale. Still, I'm like stepping on a bunch of stuff. It's fine, we live here. They found this like little haunted house. I did put it on the table, but it's like a continuous loop of the same 10, 15 seconds of like, that's not a good representation. It's like Halloween noises over and over again. So I'm gonna try my best to avoid putting that out. Otherwise, I'm going to clear this space. That's a Build-A-Bear. And I even already have some Christmas decor out. That's the thing, you guys. Halloween is so out on social media. Like literally my feed is full of Christmas already. Christmas everything. I'm like, it's not even Halloween. But I also understand because I love Christmas and I'm pumped and ready for it. But I did want to show you this. My brother and sister-in-law brought it over. They made this. Every year they make like this amazing craft and ornament or like piece of decor. Blows my mind. My house is quickly filling up with like just their creations and I love it so much. But this is one of those pieces from last year. There was a mix, it's a whole story, but it's fine. There's a part of me and I'm torn. Like I want to be the house that goes all out and that decorates to the nines and I want to host the Halloween party. But then there's the other part of me that's just tired. I just don't even care that much, you know what I mean? So this is what I talk about, like minimal effort. And like, yeah, I'm decorating and it's good enough. And I don't have a lot of home decor when it comes to like festive seasonal decor, but I have enough to make it think like, oh, walking in, oh, you decorate for Halloween, you know what I mean? So it's a balance, and maybe in the future I will be the mom that like buys more decorations and decorates the stairwell. And last year I put bats on the walls. Those were a nightmare. I gotta say that. The time commitment, who has it? Who has the time? They were fun to look at, but also the time commitment to take them down. I'm saying like that. So what I mean to say is that maybe in the future, I will have the time, energy, and want to put in the effort to be that type of mom, to be that type of person. But right now, I just am not. And I'm totally okay with, well, am I okay with it? I don't know, but I've accepted it. So this is who I am. And I think the decor that I came up with this year was perfect. It was good enough. This I also bought a couple of years ago and absolutely adore it. It's so special, but also beware if you buy this because the water does splash out and it has like that, whatever it's on, I forgot what that thing is called, but that wood thing, what is that even called? Entertainment center, I guess, TV stand, whatever, console, completely soaks it. So there's that. There's my PSA to you if you buy that. Only run it, maybe put a towel under it, but then, you know, eventually the towel will get soaked and then ruin whatever's underneath it. So I'm just saying, you know, if you're buying it and wanting to use it, whatever, just know that it will spit out water. And I have yet to figure out how to make it not do that. Every time I run it, it does that. So I tried to put less water in and tried to put more water in, and
it doesn't matter. It spits out either way. And I feel like that's just manufacturing flaw. Like, I don't, okay, maybe the bowl needs to be bigger. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I moved on to putting these ghosts together as well. This is only the second year we've had these ghosts, and I really enjoy them. One thing I will say about these two, giving you a review as well, they are kind of flimsy. Like, I have young kids. They're easy. Oh, first of all, easy to assemble. I love the lights in the ball, which you guys told me the lights need to go on the ball, because last year I think I just like flopped it over and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And of course it didn't make any sense. So they are fun to look at. They're fun. They're festive. They're easy. I got them off Amazon and all of that good stuff. But I have young kids who like want to play with everything. They want to touch everything. So just know that these have fallen over multiple times, mostly when we're eating dinner and then the kids see them and they're, oh my gosh. So then they try to hide behind them and then they just fall apart. They're easy to put back up, but just saying. They're fun.
Hey, I found the mantle scarf. Guess where it was? Last place I looked. That's right. I also have my antique cauldron. This is literally from the Hocus Pocus era. So I'm just going to switch this out.
Again, being very realistic with my home decor when it comes to like seasonal decor. A very simple mantle scarf brings in such a great flair, minimal effort. This is what it's all about. Like, I could have added this and been donezo with it. Donezo, oh my gosh, who the heck am I? Kristen Cavallari. Moved a few things around. Last year, I think I had a clock, it like popped open and said something. It annoyed us to the nines. I'm pretty sure Alex hid it up high in his closet where no one could get to it. But I think I had a couple more things on my mantle last year. That the clock was one of them. I put the cauldron up there and I'm just really happy about it. Very simple, but effective.
As a type D mom, I've never been so displeased with my life choices. I thought I would be all cute, come on here looking like Julia Child, except for I never got a chance to go to the thrift store to get my Julia Child costume or replicate it. I almost took the Winifred dress off of the skeleton and then realized it's way too much effort. So you know what I did instead? Took an hour of my time to sift through all of our costumes, which are mostly for children. And this is the best I could come up with. It's Michael Jackson. Because I'm bat. Ow! Get it? Because I'm a bat? Wait a sec. What am I? I'm a spider? I thought I was a bat. Well, now it doesn't make sense. Put me out of my misery already. I could have swore I had bat wings on. Also, this Michael Jackson wig, pretty sure it's not the same thing as what I'm wearing. I feel like I look more like the guy from Kiss. I'm rolling with it. You know what we're making today? Some good Halloween treats. Let me gather up some supplies. The first thing I'm going to make is a nice little treat. Only need a couple of ingredients for this. I have a couple of dinner ideas but make it spooky, you know. I actually had a whole list of things, but we'll see if I get to that before Halloween. Keeping my expectations low. Okay, this is actually a treat, a nice little Halloween treat, family Friday movie night treat, if you will. And it's probably one of my least things on planet Earth, cockroach cookies. Yeah, you heard that right. So the very first thing I'm going to do, listen, convenience wins, especially when you're making multiple things at a time. But you can make sugar cookie dough from scratch if that's your thing. I can make it from scratch, but will I? Oh boy, I think I let these sit at room temperature for like 1 hour too long, okay? Was this worth it? My commitment to the bit at this point. The sunglasses, I can't see anything. Pop these little beauties. Actually, I don't know if these are going to be big enough. Should I double up? They need to be big enough for me to like put a little cockroach on there. All right, I'm gonna double this puppy up. Throw these on a tray and just bake the cookie dough. Perfect, and I'll leave the rest of the dough to munch on tonight. I don't know where my spatula is, but these beauties just came out of the oven. Hold on, I just squished them. Oh no, it's big enough and I can't find my mug. Oh, whatever, it's fine. I'll just take these off, put them on the drying rack. Some of them look absolutely gorgeous. And then some of them, since I just took them off, they're still malleable. So when I was shifting them around, they got a little ruined, but that's fine. Still a little hot. I'm gonna have to do that. All right, good enough. Now, once I have the cookies all cooked, look at this one, it looks absolutely beautiful. These are still hot, so I don't know if it's the perfect time to do this, but I have no patience. It's go time, okay? Oh, wait, there's one more ingredient. I mean, these already look like cockroaches, don't they? Dates are so gross. Ugh, this is gonna be disgusting. I don't think these are like the best dates I've ever seen. Costco dates are much larger, but you know what? It's good enough. I am going to take some of this red cupcake icing. You can use any kind of frosting, or really, I'm thinking like jam, jelly, whatever. I'm just gonna shove it in here. Ooh, disgusting. Okay, that's supposed to be like the cockroach blood. Do they even bleed? I don't think so. But it does help secure it to the cookie. Oh, this is already nothing like the video I saw. Let me start from scratch. Hold on. And I just ruined this towel. Okay, cockroach, inject it with some sugar. It's ruined. It's whatever. I'm gonna get over it. And then I have some chocolate icing. If I can figure out how to take this off, that would be great. Do I clip it? Oh, seems like a little ridiculous. Remove the cap. I simply cannot do that. My fingers hurt. I rubbed it around for a little bit. Now I'm going to use my guide. This one's just not wrinkly enough. It's simply not wrinkly enough. This one's a good one. Yeah, that looks disgusting. All right, shove this. I think the icing bit is a little ridiculous and unnecessary, but here we are. Couple of legs. Oh, this is so disgusting. I'm thoroughly grossed out. Ew, that's so gross. I absolutely hate the fact that I just made that. And then when you squish it down, bleh. Cool. My kids are gonna love these. But I will say the red icing, totally unnecessary, and it was like 10 bucks. I am gonna put some icing here to try to stick it on.
These were so much fun, and I do feel like they kind of ended up looking like more like spiders than cockroaches. It could have been the way that I painted on the icing or whatever, which it probably was. But I also want to mention that if you are making these, like they look creepy nonetheless. You can tell that it's supposed to be a bug, so I feel like that's good enough. So I was really happy with the way that they turned out. But I will say, if you do buy the smaller dates, because I was expecting Costco size dates, but I didn't want like the 50-pound bag that you get from Costco, you know what I mean? So I just got the little container at Publix, and they were much smaller. So I feel like I could have made them on the smaller cookies, but also it's like the perfect size cookie. I don't know. Do whatever you want, but I'm just giving you some ideas, and I think they came out really well. I was really impressed with them, and they, again, very easy. This is like a convenience thing. Everything was store-bought. Of course, you can make the icing on your own. You can make the cookies on your own, you know what I mean? But, you know, if you're going to a Halloween party, I feel like these are going to make a splash, but also how will you transport them? Just thinking out loud, you know what I mean? But either way, I am in love with these, even though I absolutely hate cockroaches.
This next thing is a quick, easy, cute way to jazz up and spookify any dinner, but mostly chili, okay? So that's what I'll be making. Again, very simple, just 2 ingredients. I have these little smokies, and they're just gonna look like dead man's toes, the way that we cut them up, and I'm gonna make the toe out of some pieces of onion. I find that a lot of the Halloween recipes are a lot of treats, and they're already being overloaded with that as it is. I love when I find ways like this to make a nice festive Halloween thing and have it be in something that's healthy, hearty, like a dinner, like chili, and it's the perfect time to have chili. So I have some toenails cut out. These might be a little bit too big, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then I just take a little smoky and I'm going to just cut off a little piece where I'm going to insert a toenail like that. Like, it doesn't have to be anything ridiculous, and just shove it in there. Isn't that amazing? And then if you want to add a little more spookiness, add a couple of toe lines. Toes are gross, right? So just add some lines to it. We got wrinkles and stuff. Amazing! So it is a little labor of love here. Isn't it all a labor of love? It doesn't have to be perfect, like seriously, good enough, you know? A couple of lines going on. This is really grossing me out, I love it.
These were so fun to make, and I do have to tell you, I cooked them for a little bit too long. You'll see that the bottoms were slightly burned, but they were totally fine. But if you want the same effect with the 0 burnt bottoms, put it on broil and just keep your eye on it, and it'll only take a couple of minutes. There's my take for you. More lines, the better, and these were so fun and festive. Here are my little toesies. They do all have little slits in them. I don't know if you can tell. I think it'll start to show as I bake them, but I put them in the oven, 350 for, I don't know, 10 minutes until they start to look like dead toes. I mean, they kind of already do. These somehow turned out way better than I was expecting. Like, this is such a funny little thing. Okay, I'm gonna throw some chili together, and it's my pantry chili, literally the easiest thing you'll ever make in your entire life, and it's a family staple. We eat it, I don't know, once every other week, at least.
From disgusting cookies to kind of cute ones, I saw this one and I was like, you know what, that seems simple enough. And I've never made one like that before, because you know, I've made a ton of Halloween treats and recipes and stuff before, literally so many of them. This one is newer, and I am going to use pre-made cookie dough for this one. Again, it's just like convenience. But it starts out the basic s'mores ingredients. So I have some graham crackers. Okay, I can't imagine I'm going to make more than that. And then in my hiding spot in my pantry, I've been hoarding on to these. Find them on sale because, oh my gosh, are they expensive these days. Like, even a chocolate bar is ridiculous. Especially when you're doing like a s'mores board or something like this where you're making a lot of them at one time. So graham cracker, and then I'm going to throw some chocolate right on top. It's gonna take a couple of chocolate bars, but I'm only using like, you know, 3 of the pieces each. And once I have these all layered, I'm going to layer on a marshmallow. I bought the marshmallows that are squares. I feel like I've also seen this with the Halloween style marshmallows, but they don't sell those at my local grocery store. And I feel like those are, like, they're going to melt and you're not gonna be able to tell it was a ghost in the first place. And we're adding googly eyes to this, so that's fine. So you're probably wondering, like, where's the cookie part come in? Here it is. So you just grab a bunch of cookie dough and kind of just wrap it up in it. Like, this is a monster cookie, all right? That's why I got the big tub of cookie. But don't completely cover it, because the marshmallow part is supposed to look like, I think, a ghost. All right, I don't know how long we're gonna cook these for. It's gonna be an experiment. Hands up if you ever bought this tub and just eaten it with a spoon, okay? That's what I like to call a fun Friday night, am I right? Anyone wanna take bets on whether or not these are gonna just completely melt apart? I got high hopes. These look ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I don't know how these are gonna come out, but I used the entire tub with only 8 cookies. Someone do the macros on this. Just kidding, don't tell me. Fingers crossed is all I'm gonna say, okay?
I have a feeling this is gonna go south.
Oh no, I left these in for too long. I didn't set a timer because I had no idea how long they were gonna take to cook. I think I overcooked them. I mean, like, slightly. They're supposed to be white marshmallows, but these are golden brown marshmallows. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. You know what I'm gonna do? Finish it. So let me get some eyeballs.
And you're gonna watch these beauties transform into ghosts. I found this luxurious set of eyeballs at Publix, and I'd never seen it there before. It wasn't even in the Halloween section. These are some deluxe eyeballs. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, I've never seen an eyeball kit like this. Oh, look, they're closed. Some of them are open. We've got different sizes. Okay, cool things happening here. I'm not sure how big I want the eyeballs. Clearly we need bigger than that. Do we want them just like plain like this? Let's do one plain, see how it looks. Okay, could look better. Is that cute? I feel like he needs a mouth. Okay, next over here, I'm gonna make a little beauty. What a cutie patoot right there. Should we make one with like one big eyeball, one little eyeball? Aw, poor guy. I feel you. I feel your pain. Actually, I think he's the cutest so far. No, it's our imperfections that make us beautiful. Oh, and this one is so sleepy. I really do feel like they need mouths at this point. Okay, even though they didn't come out perfectly and I overcooked them and made a million mistakes, I feel like they look super cute. Like, come on. Oh, you know what else she had that I almost got off Amazon, and then I was like, Kim, reel it in, it's not that serious. Little knives, like edible knives, and that would just make them seem even, well, honestly, it would kind of make it a little dramatic. The real challenge is gonna be like actually eating it. Oh wait, this guy's missing. I will tell you that the one with the eyeballs, different sizes, were the first ones that my kids commented on and said, oh my gosh, this one is so cute, or this one's so funny, or this one's my favorite. So, you know, imperfections, That's what makes life worth living. Oh, and also these were absolutely delicious. Like 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh, can't believe how good they were.
I think we're gonna have a problem here. This next recipe, if you even wanna call it that, just a nice little treat. You can throw it into any festive drink that you're making. Last year, I got the lychees in a can, hard to find, and then you shove it with you shove a blueberry in it, and then you pop it in a drink and it looks like an eyeball. This is a different way to do that. I have this ice cube tray, and since I already have it, I was like, ooh, let's make an eyeball out of it. I bought blueberries, but guys, look at the size of these blueberries. Are you joking? They're absolutely massive. So they are certainly not going to fit into this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Nope, still don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, this is a little frustrating because I even bought some juice. I don't typically buy like juice. I bought some juice. Welch's, sugar-free, and I can't read the rest because I have sunglasses on and it's so dark. I think it's watermelon or strawberry or something. Might as well take a sip. Cheers to you, happy Halloween. I don't like juice, but that's not bad. All right, well, I guess we're gonna scrap that idea. Maybe I'll buy some smaller blueberries. I probably won't. All right, now that I'm hydrated and hyped up on sugar, I'm going to make the DIY dirt pudding bar. I don't have a name for this. Dirt cups? You know when you make like a graveyard, you've got like pudding and then all the toppings for it? Well, this is like a DIY version of that, and I thought my kids would love this. So I'm gonna throw this together and they're just gonna have the best little Friday family movie night. I did get the sugar-free pudding. I don't want chocolate berry pudding. I don't want classic pudding pie. How do I make it? Oh, 5-minute pudding. 3 cups of milk. All right, feels good. We'll see how much pudding we can get from all of these. I think it's overkill. I think I'm making too much. But I am gonna get my KitchenAid out because you have to whip it for a few minutes. 3 cups, is that what it said? That looks like plenty of pudding to me. I'm gonna stop it right there. Everything is so much more festive on a board. I have a couple of boards. I think it'll all fit on this one. It'll be good enough. I threw the pudding, mixed it for a while, and then put it in the fridge. Warm up a little bit. I did find my ghost bowls. I have a couple big ones and some small ones. Oh my gosh, am I even in frame? I can't see anything. These are from the party last year. I'm kind of giving Gene Simmons, is that his name? But also kind of Billy Butcherson. And initially I just thought Michael Jackson, and this whole get up, I can't get over it. I don't know why I still have it on. I'm literally sweating. Gotta commit to the bit. Anyway, these bowls are so stinking cute. They're a knockoff, what does that say, $6? You can use them for chip bowls or whatever, but in this case, I'm going to use them to display the DIY dirt cup pudding mixture, whatever the heck.
I am so glad that I put this together. It was the biggest hit amongst my kids, and of course it is. It's a bunch of candy on a piece of wood, you know what I mean? But if you're hosting a party or something like that, I feel like this is such a great idea. It's like, you know, the kids get to do what they want with it, and it's kind of like an activity for them. They all crowd around it. Like, literally, I cannot speak highly enough about this idea. Similar idea as like a decorate your own cupcake or something like that. Put out a bunch of sprinkles, undecorated cupcakes, bags of icing, like in the piped bag, you know. That could get kind of messy. This is a lot less messy, but maybe a lot more sugar and candy and options. Maybe, you know, because you have to get all the candy. So what I put out were just like gummy worms, because you have dirt, you have worms and dirt, you know, ideally. And then I put out some festive sprinkles, the candy corn. I tried to find pumpkins, but they didn't even have candy pumpkins at my grocery store. Alex did buy some, but I had already filmed this, so I was like, whatever, it doesn't even matter. Because if you're making like a pumpkin patch in a pudding cup, you know what I mean? That would make sense. Also, Milano cookies are always a favorite, or you can get ghosts for a graveyard, the pumpkins and the marshmallow, like the peeps. So I got all of that. And of course I crushed up the Oreos. That's what's in the bottom right container right there, the crushed up Oreos, because that is obviously a staple. You get the pudding, put on some crushed Oreos, and then whatever toppings you want to add to it to make it fun and festive. And I did get some small piping gel to write like RIP, rest in peace, on the gravestone, aka Milano cookie. And I just think this is such a fun, festive idea. Makes it really easy and interesting. In the past, I've just made this and put them out already pre-made, and that's always fun too, but this is just another take on it. Oh, and I did find festive sponges, which I actually have a lot to say about festive sponges, but I'll just leave it at this. It's nice and fun and festive, and it's a consumable. So one fun festive dinner idea I'm going to share is meatloaf, and I think meatloaf just gets a really bad reputation, and I found this Kinder's meatloaf seasoning. I've never used it before, but you know what? There's a first time for everything. I'm throwing it in. I love the Kinder's brand. Smells amazing. It calls for 3 eggs, so that's what I'm doing. I just followed the instructions. It's not that big of a deal. I think sometimes people overcomplicate meatloaf. They add a lot of veggies and stuff to it, and you can add that. You can doctor it up however you want, but I like to just keep it simple. It also calls for half a cup of milk. Just gonna throw some of that in. And then the key with meatloaf is not to overmix it. So I'm just gonna mesh these ingredients together until they're just combined. And I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it to make it nice and spooky. Everything looks nice and combined, and I did add a few more spices because have we met? So I'm gonna get a couple things and show you what to do. So I bought some leeks just for this, and really I just need it for this part. I gave it a rinse, and all I'm going to do, form the meat. I might have to watch the video again. Oh my gosh, I might have to be an artist for this. Form the meat into something that resembles a foot. Oh, okay, it's coming together, it's coming together. This is more like a dinosaur foot. And then you make the toes. Okay, well, I don't know what feet look like, apparently. That's horrible. I also think this is way too much meat. We're gonna make it work like we always do, okay? What is this even for? What is, oh, you're supposed to mound it up. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, you know, if a normal foot has like a leg attached to it. Okay, I should probably reference the video. Give me a second. This did take a little bit of effort to finagle together, but in the end, I feel like this was such a hit. The kids were all impressed with it, and I feel like it's, again, nice, easy, healthy dinner idea, but make it Halloween themed. I really enjoyed it. I just put cashews for the toes, and it was so impressive to see. I just thought this was so fun. Oh, I actually do have clips of it finished. Hallelujah. This is it straight out from the oven. I cooked it at, I don't know, 350 degrees for however long it took to cook, and probably around like 30 minutes or so. I did smother it with some barbecue sauce. You can use ketchup instead. I feel like this made it look a lot better, but nonetheless, oh, and I covered the leek with some tin foil, okay, just so it didn't burn. But this was so fun. Again, so I didn't try to like take it off the pan onto a serving dish, but I feel like you could have done that if you are doing it for a party or whatever. Otherwise, just cook it straight onto whatever serving dish, and it's gonna be a hit. Okay, for the 10-minute chili, I'm gonna use ground turkey, but you can use ground beef, whatever. I'm just gonna brown that up, easy. Once the meat is browned, I'm gonna throw in 1 can of kidney beans. I don't drain it. I'm also gonna throw in 1 can of spaghetti sauce. This is from Aldi, and it smells like the sauce you get in a Lunchable packet, like the pizza Lunchables. I personally enjoy it. I always add a little bit of water just to get the rest out of here. And then I add some salsa. Usually I have some in my pantry. This I just have in my fridge, so use whatever you have, whatever you like. It's not that serious, it's just chili. And then for the seasonings, of course I'm going to add some chili powder. Has everything been blurry? This is not my favorite brand. Don't like this, don't recommend it, but I'm trying to use it up. So I throw some of that in. We've got garlic powder, so some paprika in here, just a little bit of that. A little bit goes a long way. I'm also throwing in some onion powder, a little bit more of this. Of course, some pepper and salt, and then also some cumin. I just dumped some of that in. That gives it a nice smokiness. And then mix this all together, and I'm going to also add more beans. I've got black, I've got white. I know some people don't like beans in their chili, but I love it. I could do meatless chili. Actually, I couldn't, okay? That's taking things a little bit too far. Then I'm gonna throw the little tootsies in here. I did burn the bottom a little bit, but it's like whatever. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope I gave you some really fun festive ideas in this video, because that's what it's all about. Something for you to make, you know, if you're going to a party or hosting a party or just having fun with your kids and celebrating the season. If you want more ideas, I will link my past Halloween videos below. But thanks again for watching, hanging out, being a friend. And if you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.